going to cover the topics type of set again. So here we will cover empty set, singleton set, equal sets, equivalent sets, and there is a overlapping, one more, and overlapping bar disjoint sets. Okay, we are going to cover empty set, singleton set, equal sets, equivalent sets, unequal set also, overlapping and disjoint sets. So here empty set definition is there is no element in the set or the set contains no elements. Okay, so there is no elements in the set. Set will have no element. So, or you can say in this way, number of elements in the set is empty. So let us see the example. S is x such that x is an odd number. So we know the odd number is 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on, right? So another condition here given. So another condition is x lies between 3 and 5. See, x lies between 3 and 5 and x is an odd natural number. Okay, odd natural number. X is an odd natural number. So between odd natural number, x lies here, but we cannot say in odd natural number we have only this one. Sorry, in odd natural number we have to write, okay, I'll write this. See, number 3 and number 5, x lies between 3 and 5. Okay, x lies between 3 and 5. We know odd natural number. Odd natural number is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 and so on, right? So in between 3 and 5 there is no such numbers. Okay, there is no such number present in between 3 and 5. So that is why it is denoted as s is equal to in this way. Okay, so you just need to use left curly bracket and right curly bracket, and inside nothing. Okay, so this is denoted as empty set, or you can denote empty set as phi. Okay, you have to pronounce this as phi or void set or null set. You can also say phi has void set or null set. Okay, so let us see the singleton set. Singleton set contains only one element. Okay, so it contains only one element. Let us see what is that. So here's an example. X such that x is an even prime number. We all know prime numbers. So prime numbers are a number which is divisible by 1 and itself. Other than that, another definition is a number which contain only two factors. Okay, a number which has only two factors. Okay, so here even prime number, we know the prime number. Prime number is, primes are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. Okay, so this is the only prime number which is even. So here we have only 2 in the set. Okay, 2 is an element in the set. So in this for this type we call singleton set. Okay, let us move to the equal set. So equal set. So this equal set is nothing but the set contains same elements. Okay, I am denoting let A and B are non-empty set. Those sets are, just before we have seen that set are empty. What is meant by set is empty? Set is empty, we mean there is no element present in the set. Okay, so let A and B are non-empty set. First of all, we used to write non-empty. Okay, so set is non-empty set. Non-empty sets because there is a two set A and B. Then we write their conditions. Okay, what is the condition for equal set here? The set contains same elements in both A and B sets. Okay, set contains same elements in both A and B set. For example, A, I can write 1, 3, 5, 7. B, only the order is changed here, 7, 5, 3, 1. But in both the set, element doesn't changes here. Okay, so whatever the element 1, 3, 5, 7 present here, the same element appears here too in the B set. That is why I have denoted here, set contains same elements in both A and B set. Okay, in other words you can say whatever the element in set A is present, the same element is going to appear in the set B, no matter how the order is changed here. Okay, so this is a equal set. And unequal set is, it is opposite to that. You can say unequal set which are not equal. That means A not equal to B, where A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 7. No, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, here is also 4 element, here is also 4 element, but it doesn't mean that A and B are equal, because the element whichever present in A, that should appear in the same in the set B. Okay, no matter how the order changes, but here it doesn't appear none of the numbers. Okay, because that is a odd numbers 1 to 7, and here is an even number 2 to 8. So that is why it is called as unequal set. Let us move to the equivalent set. So what is the equivalent set? We firstly write, let A be a non-empty set. So this equivalent set is also called similar set or potential set. Okay, so this similar set is called as potential or similar set. Equivalent set is also named as. Okay, so first of all I used to write natural symbols. So we need to know the natural symbols here. Natural symbols, we have a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just pretend that you don't know the numbers now. Okay, so let us look out here. This is a natural symbol. It is given by some other people. Okay, just say some other people. This is just listed like 1 is Bob, 2 is Tina, 3 is Charlie, 4 is some kind of Bobby, something. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are all natural symbols, and we denote it by some name. Okay, so we cannot remember those numbers, we cannot remember those name in class also. So for that I am denoting numbers to remember the person. Okay, that is why I have mentioned here the names. Okay, it is almost known as, see, I call this symbol 1, these two symbol 2, symbol 3, symbol 5, and this is symbol 4, or you can say this is first cardinal, this is second cardinal, this is fourth cardinal. Cardinal, we know number of element present in the set, right? So I'm using again cardinality here. So first cardinal, second cardinal, third cardinal, fourth cardinal, and fifth cardinal number. Okay, so these are all the numbers. Okay, so I used to denote natural symbol to be like this. And in general, we say 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. and so on. When it comes to 100, then 101, then and so on. I used to denote this symbol as n. What about 101? 101 can be written as 100 plus again 1. So that is why I used to denote n plus 1 here. So in this way it goes. So for example, if I have s of n, it means that 1, 2, 3 and so on up to n. So this is called as natural symbol. Okay, before going to equivalent set, we need to know what is natural symbol, because I'm representing the natural symbols by cardinality. Okay, so cardinality of natural symbols is nothing but n, because this set has n elements. Okay, n such element, whatever it be n, whatever you choose n is either 100 or 1000 or 10,000 or lakh, whatever you choose 1000, but whatever you choose n, but n in general we say it is n elements. Okay, we say it n elements. It is very important to note this. It has cardinal n. Okay, also this is called as n cardinal, nth cardinal number. Okay, where we have, so here equivalent set, similar set, or you say equipotential set. Okay, EQUI, equipotential set. Okay, let us move to the overlapping and the next set. Okay, I didn't say about the equivalent set here. Equivalent set is, let A be a non-empty set, if cardinality of A is similar to natural symbol. Okay, so cardinality of A is similar, we can say similar to, if cardinality of A, or you can say in this way, if cardinality of A has natural symbol, and that is, we know that S of n. What is that? Cardinality of A has n element. Okay, so because that is because S of n, it has n elements. So this is an equivalent set. In this way we can also say, or the other way is, this is from cardinality, through cardinality we can say. Okay, in the other way is, we say in this form, equipotential set, there should be some potential. Okay, for example, if A has a set 1, 2, 3, 4 and B has a set A, B, C, D, so can we say A and B has the same potential? Because A has 1, 2, 3, 4, B also has 4 elements. Okay, A contains 4 elements, B contains 4 elements, so both the elements contains the same. Okay, both set A and set B contains the same elements. Okay, same elements in the sense number of elements is 4, here also 4, so that is why cardinality, or you can say natural symbol is 4, S of 4 here. Okay, it has same potential or equal potential in the sense. Okay, I'll give you the another one beautiful example. What is equipotential here? I mean, for example, if you draw a circle, this is a bigger circle and this is a smaller circle, take a point in the center, this is a center point. Okay, so this is a center point. If I take a point from here to here, that means it cuts this circle and this circle too, right? What about here? It cuts again here too and here too, right? So this circle and bigger circle, smaller circle and bigger circle. If I take again the radius here, it cuts smaller circle and bigger circle. How many such radius will cover all the circle? Can I say like this smaller circle has an equipotential to obey this bigger circle, this larger circle? That means the smaller circle is similar to bigger circle because it covers all the lines over radius, right? So in other way, so this is a small line, this is a small, straight line. So what about if I put this straight line here, I take the point here which covers, I need to join this point to this point, again this point to this to this to this to this. How many such line I can draw? How many possibles are there? There are infinite such possibles. I can go wherever I want here, right? So even one single point is equal to entire this line. I cannot imagine even that thing, because this single point is almost equal. It has equal potential to draw the straight line. Okay, so be aware of the points. Okay, so it has more powerful, it show the powerful tools. Okay, so in this way we can write the equivalent set, similar set, or equipotential set. Okay, let us go for overlapping or disjoint sets. Overlapping or disjoint set. So overlapping is nothing but if I draw some region, so this is some region, I don't know what it is, so let it be some region. Okay, so again I am drawing it like this. If the patches means covering areas. Okay, if the covering areas covers only these two parts, I mean to say is it intersect only these parts. Okay, these part are called, this part alone is called as overlapping parts. Okay, overlapping, this part alone is called as overlapping. Okay, what about this one? Clearly it intersect, but there is nothing in common, so no common element here. It is called as disjoint set. See, once again I am telling, this is set A and this is set B. Here is also set A and set B are there. There are some numbers 1, 2, 3. Here is also there 4, 5, 6. But here 7, 8, 9. Here is also there 1, 2, 3 and 7, 8, 9, or some number I denote here. A has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so here A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. B has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But here A has only 1, 2, 3 and also B only 7, 8, 9. There is no common element present here. Okay, so there is nothing, no element present here. According to A and B set, there is no element commonly present here. Here commonly it has 4, 5 and 6 in A as well as in B. So if it does common element, if it has common element in A and B, we say such set overlapping set. Okay, if it doesn't have any common element, see 1, 2, 3 and 7, 8, 9, there is no common element in between A and B, so such type of set is called as disjoint set. Okay, so these are the overlapping and disjoint set I want to say. And there's a symbol which you use to denote. Okay, so for overlapping set, A intersection B is non-empty. We say A, this symbol is denoted as intersection. A intersection, A is a set, A intersection B set is non-empty. Then only we can say it is an overlapping set. And for disjoint set, A intersection B is empty. Surely it is empty or void set or null set, we can say. Okay, let us move to the relevant questions and answer for the topic. So here's the third question. So you need to identify which of the following sets are equivalent or unequal or equal sets. Okay, so question is asked in this way. So I'm going to use first question. A equal to the set of vowels in English alphabets. And B is given as, there's a two set we need, right? B is given as the set of all letters in the word vowel. Okay. Okay, let us go for the solution. So given A is set of all vowels in English alphabets. So A given, A is nothing but A, E, I, O, U. So what is the cardinality? First, if you want to check equivalent, unequal and equal set, first you need to check is cardinality. Okay, so what is cardinality of A? Cardinality of A is 4. And what, and that symbol, natural symbol, yes, 4. Okay, yes, 4. So what does B says? B is nothing but set of all letters in the word. How many letters are there? V, O, W, E and L, vowel. Okay, so it has again cardinality 4. So that means S of 4. So A has same potential as well as B. Okay, so A and B both have a same potential. That means it is equipotential, or you can say it has equivalent set. Okay, so it does actually. So A and B has a same potential. So given A and B are equivalent set, because the reason is cardinality of A and cardinality of B is same. Okay, so you can write in this way. Now let us go for the second question. What does the second question says? So for the second question, there is a C, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and D, X says that X belongs to whole number, comma, another condition, 1 lies between, X lies between 1 and 5. Okay, so here the solution is, clearly C is seen that 2, 3, 4 and 5, so it has cardinality of C is 4. What is the natural symbol? Yes, 4, right? So 1, 2, 3 and 4 elements, so it has cardinality 4. And what about this one? Whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, but X lies in between 1 and 5. So 1 and 5, that means only 2, 3 and 4. So D has an element 2, 3 and 4. So it has cardinality 3, and that we can say yes, 3. But the cardinality of D is not same as cardinality of 3. Also, there is none of the element is, but 5 here is missing. If 5 is present in this set, we can say it is an equal set, but here we cannot say it is an equal set. So given it is neither equal set nor an equivalent set, because why? Because cardinality is not same. So for that reason we say it is not an equivalent set. Since phi is not present in the set D, we cannot say it is an equal set too. So only thing is it is an unequal set, because cardinality of B and C and D is not equal. Also you can say number of element which is appeared here and here is not equal in general. Okay, so there is no same potential. So that is why I say C and D are unequal set. So it is unequal set. Now next question, and this is the last question. take third question. Third question is x equal to L comma I comma F comma E and y equal to F comma I comma L comma E, and here is life and there is file. Okay, so here for solution, so this is a good example for not being confused about equal sets and equivalent sets. Okay, equivalent set, I said equivalent set, when it is equal, the cardinality of A is equal to cardinality of Sn, and that is n. Okay, number of element present in A and S should be same. Okay, so here what is here, x is equal to L I F E, y equal to F I L E. The element whichever present here, it is also present here too, right, in y also. Whatever the letters present in x, all those repeating letters present in y too. So these kind of sets we say equal set, because each and every element is appeared in y also. Okay, so this is why this is called, this is an equal set. Don't confuse with equivalent set. Equivalent set is nothing but no matter how the question obeys. Okay, the question x says like LIFE and y is 2, 3, 4, 5, then only we can say if x is equal to LIFE and y equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, it has cardinality 4 and it has cardinality 4. If this obey like this, that means that no number of elements should present same in y. Okay, then only we used to apply equivalent set. But in equal set, we only used to apply the number of element present in x that should present in y also. Okay, not like in equivalent set. Okay, so these kind of sets are called as equal sets. Okay, let us move to the fourth question. Whichever I am missing the problem, you have to do that. So fourth question, and also we need to cover the fifth question too. Fourth question, it is given as identify the sets null set or singleton set. Okay, we know null set is like this, singleton set will be some value present. Okay, like 3 or whatever the value is, I just called it x. Okay, in general x, only single value present here. The question here is first one, I use first one here. A equal to x such that x belongs to natural number, x lies between 1 and 2, and third one, c is equal to 0. Yeah, okay. So solution for both at the same time I am going to handle. So first question is nothing but a is a natural number, x such that x is a natural number. Okay, so x is a natural number which start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, but x lies between 1 and 2. X lies between here, 1 and 2. I'll expand this. So in natural number 1 and 2, x lies here, but there is no such number x which is x lies here, right? You can easily see here there is no such number in between 1 and 2 where x lies. Okay, so x is nothing but empty set, or you can say void set, whatever you want. Okay, so it is an empty set. What about second one? Set C, sorry, this is A, right? So set C is equal to singleton 0. This set contains one element and that one element is a 0 here. Okay, so 0, don't think that 0 is an empty set. 0 is never be an empty set, because 0 is an element in the set C. Okay, so that is why this is a singleton set. Don't get confused. C has a singleton set 0. Okay, So there is an one element present in the set, and that element is 0 here. Okay. Next question. We'll go to the fifth question. The rest is to you. Rest problem is to you. So fifth question is, state which pairs of sets or disjoints or overlapping. Okay, so we need to check which pair of the set. We know pair of the set, it has A and B. Definitely it will have two sets. Okay, pair of set means two sets. So state whether pair of sets are disjoint. Disjoint means there is no element in common. Overlapping means there should be some element, at least one element in common. Okay, it means that no elements, no element in common, no elements in common for given two sets. Okay, for given two sets, at least one elements in common, at least one element in common for the given two sets. Okay, so here question is, I write first question. First question is huge one, not a huge one, it is quite easy. So f comma I comma a comma s and b equal to a comma n comma f comma h comma s. Okay, the symbol here I use for disjoint set. A intersection b should come empty. Here A intersection b should not come empty. Okay, so this is non-empty and this should be empty. So for solution, A intersection B, we used to collect all the common point. Okay, common elements. We used to collect all the common elements in the given sets. So which is a common element here? F, then I is not there, A is there, S is there. So only three common elements, F comma A comma S. So these are the three elements. So this is called as overlapping sets. Okay, so first question is overlapping set for the given pair of sets. Got it? Let us move to the second question, and that will be your final. Inshallah, we will see you tomorrow, the next lecture. So second question is, C equal to x such that x is a prime number. Condition is x is greater than 2 and d equals x such that x is an even prime number. So solution, what is the C? X is a prime number greater than 2. So greater than 2 is nothing but 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and then 29 and so on, etc. 31 and so. Okay. So what about D? D is a even prime number. There is only one even prime number which we have. What about C intersection D? We need to find it, right? So C intersection D is, there is no element 2 containing here in set C. So therefore no such element. So this type of element is called as empty set. Sorry. So A intersection C is empty, right? Oh yeah, you can also use this way or also this one. So this is a disjoint set. You can say like this, given pair of set is a disjoint set, or you can say C and D are disjoint sets. Okay, inshallah we will see the next, in my next lecture we will cover the subset, power set and superset, whichever we will cover. Okay, right.